It has now been several years since the attack by the creatures that rose from the depths of the ocean and threatened to destroy all life on Earth.
Well, what on earth do we have here? You've heard of Pacific Rim. Now get ready for Atlantic Rim.
I need a moment.
This movie is apparently the sequel to Atlantic Rim. This one is called Atlantic Rim Resurrection. No, I did not see the first one, although the monsters from the first one look significantly better than the one from the second. Yes, and in case you were wondering, which you probably don't have to wonder very much, this is made by Asylum. But it's monsters, so why not? It's something a little bit better, I'm guessing, than everything else that we've been watching so far. So, let's dive into this adventure of Atlantic Rim Resurrection and basically watch Pacific Rim all over again, but with a lower budget.
Hold on a second, I spoke too soon.
Everyone thinks that everything is a-okay after they've defeated these monsters, but it turns out that the monsters are back and they're worse than ever. Now the worry begins and they have to start their fight all over again when the monsters start taking down battleships. People are dying, people are being eaten, people are scared. The military is doing all they can, but for some reason it's not enough. It never is enough, so they have to call in this one guy for his expertise. The cute guy on the boat is like, listen, my old pal here, the guy on the phone. A bunch of those men in black are coming to pick you up right now, so stop what you're doing, because even though they didn't listen to you, now they need you. So Discount Brad Pitt is very angry, and I totally get where he's coming from. He has every right to be cocky, and he's all like, I bet you they didn't follow my instructions, and now they want my help. Well, maybe if you follow my instructions. That's what they always do with these apocalyptic movies. You notice there's always that one guy who everyone else thinks is crazy, and then they don't listen to him, and then when the shit hit the faneth, then they come back and he brags in their faces. Let's be honest, you probably would have done the same thing too. The one guy I did like during this adventure was that military guy Russo. Yeah, this guy right here, this LL Cool J looking dude, who kind of reminds me of a friend that I know. He is the best actor in this entire movie. I believed every single one of his lines. Everyone else in this movie, it feels so forced, their dialogue. Even the main character, Brad Pitt wannabe, he's so forced. Even though he's not the most horrible actor I've seen, dude, this guy takes the cake. He's the only one that I feel like sorry for, that I don't want to die or anything bad to happen to him. He feels like a real person. Then we meet the pilots. One thing I will say I appreciate this movie for doing is not wasting our goddamn time. It's something about Pacific Rim. I know they were trying to build the characters and introduce them, but the way they did it, it just took way too long, especially in the second movie. The second movie was honestly so stupid. Like, I still kind of sort of, what was it even about? Like, it was so underwhelming that I even forgot it. I think it had something to do with an Asian girl and this guy, the one who lost his brother. It was so forgettable. I was like, what is this? Like, the only one I really remember is the first one with Charlie Day from Always Sunny, and I remember that one. I even based my little POV off of it. It was so fun. It had substance. Wait, is this the same movie we're talking about? Because I feel like I'm talking about two different franchises. That's how different the second one was. I swear to God, I don't even remember what the second one was about. Wow. Okay. Well, anyway, I feel like this, honestly, is a better movie story-wise than that one. It doesn't waste our time. It introduces us to these pilots.
But hey, you're part of it in some small way.
Whenever you're ready. Huh? Excuse you, what do you think you're looking at?
Yeah, right? As handsome as that guy is, he's totally being a flirt in front of his girlfriend. Like, I hate when girls and guys do that. You literally see someone sitting there with their partner, and then you're freaking undressing them with your eyes and touching them up in front of their partner. So disrespectful.
I was just being polite.
Oh, were you now? I mean, I don't mind people looking, but look at your discretion or join me in on the fun so I don't look like the idiot people seeing you ogle this person while I'm with you out in public. Now I feel like, babe, she was totally hitting on me. I'd be like, yeah, because at least you acknowledge it. And then we can both talk about how perky her fucking breasts are. And what we would both do to her if we brought her home. But you gotta give the same leniency for the girl to do the same thing with a strange guy.
Okay, well, that girl's crushing on you hard, so careful.
She's right, she didn't charge you for your drinks.
What?
I'm sure that's not the case. She's new. Maybe she made a mistake.
Okay, babe. This guy's annoying. Like, the first time I watched it, I was like, damn, he is fine. And I'm pretty sure that's how the waitress probably feels. And she's like, damn, I can't see anything else. I can't see the two females you're sitting with. All I see is dick. But he's good looking. He knows damn well what it is. Don't play people for a fucking fool. I hate people like that. Seriously. If he really is clueless, then that's one thing. But he's way too experienced. He knows what time it is.
Right, I'm sure that's what it was.
This is on me.
You're damn right it is.
shit is this fucking awkward? Even the other girl's like, what the fuck? Why are you with this person? This is the reason why I don't date hot guys anymore. Like, seriously, it's fun. It really is fun. Plus, I'm not available anymore. But this is the same shit I had to deal with. Granted, on my side, I had to deal with it too, with guys doing it to me. But I would never do that with my significant other, like, while they're there. Like, it's so freaking disrespectful. Anyways, player's gonna play, tells the other girls, his girlfriend and this other girl named Badger or whatever her name is, that there is a resurgence of the monsters, or at least that's what the rumor is. Which is weird, because if they're pilots that work for the military or for the country, wouldn't they be the first to know, like among the first to know? Since they require the most preparation to go out there and fight these things, just saying.
I'm ready to die. Are you?
Are you, though?
Guys, I need help.
So you're not.
You cannot. This is Russo.
Yo, it's bothering me. Why does this guy look like Billy Burke and Brad Pitt had a freaking baby?
That's what I was saying. You still have your whiteness.
Anyway, they bring him in. They bring the pilots in for a briefing.
Bunch of kids.
Oh, I'm sorry, Billy Pitt / Brad Burke. You want a bunch of old people with osteoporosis to take their place? It's okay, though, because they've had extensive training, but then there is a problem. That can cost them their lives.
That lag.
Bro, I know how you freaking feel, dude. Especially when you're playing an FPS. I know how you goddamn feel. I'm so sorry. This is the part of the adventure that just gets me up in ice. Like, it makes me feel constricted and uncomfortable. Because they brought this guy in for his expertise. This isn't Apex Legends. This isn't COD. This is real life, at least in this universe it is. And if you have lag in these machines, that's your response time to deck a monster or avoid an attack. This is the general's response when this guy tells him this very obvious fact.
I can't fix the lag without overhauling the entire software.
There's no time for that, Doctor. These pilots are highly trained.
Yeah, bitch. Highly trained or not. If there's lag in the system, it doesn't fucking matter. Oh my god, I wish my little fox character could do a frickin' face palm or plant my fucking face in the concrete. There are really people out there this dumb. Sir, your motherboard is fried. The computer can't turn it on. Well, just hit the power button.
Really, bitch?
They'll be able to compensate.
I'm not sending these pilots up there to their deaths without control of their bots. You get it?
Well, hopefully now he does. But then the idiocracy continues. Because in our nice, handsome player boy comes up with all of his low IQ and exquisite looks, and he decides to give it a go to make the sciencey guy that doesn't know what he's talking about, that the government called him in for his expertise for, really know what's good.
My name is Hammer, sir.
Funny. Doesn't look like you can hit a nail on the head if it threw itself at you.
I knew the risks when I signed up for the job. They need us out there.
Do you understand the problem we have here, Hammer? You have a lag. That's a delayed response in your brain's motor impulse to the bot's AI system. You'll never see a strike. You see, if you had a lag, you never would have seen that coming.
Brad Burke Pitt goes as far as to explain in layman's terms to this thickhead asshole that you can't fight like that. If it's a life and death situation, it's kind of annoying to send these robots out there when you can't control them properly to fight monsters that are not from frickin' Earth. Oh, but Hammer Boy over here, he really gets to nail it this time because what he says next is gonna drive it home.
I appreciate your concern, sir. We all do.
That's all we got, Doc.
I lost my family to those things 3 years ago. Please, let us do our jobs.
Really?
Oh my god. Dude, if I was a doc, I would want to slit my... Holy shit. Yo, your name can't be Hanger because you were dumb as a box of fucking dull nails. It's so dumb. Like, oh my god, this... And the way he looks all condescending on this guy, like, you don't know what you're talking about, old man. Let me do my job. I mean, I'd say okay, boomer, but it doesn't really fit. Sometimes, I'm that one person from my generation who actually likes old people most of the time. And sometimes, the old people know what they're talking about. Because you know what happens when you go up there with a delayed response? Mister, my family died because those things killed it and you're not thinking straight?
No. Come on.
He's dead.
Let us do our jobs.
Well, if you insist. It is so utterly frustrating that in every single one of these movies, they call the people that are the experts of their field that they didn't listen to in the first movie or earlier on in the movie that caused the problem that they're in now, just so they could call them back and not listen to them again. I can't even. The next person that I can't stand in this movie is this mother. The daughter is like the most sensical person. Actually, she's the next actor, aside from the Russo guy, that I like because she actually has sense. Mother goes out and sees that something is wrong. By this time, everyone is guessing that the monsters are back. And this is what the mother tells her daughter who has the car.
Mom, I'm stuck in traffic.
Sam, I need you to pick me up now.
Well, tell that to the idiot causing the traffic.
Okay, well, you need to find a different route.
What's wrong?
You have 5 minutes.
This mother is the most stupidest person. Oh, sorry. I used bad grammar there. Sorry. I actually write better than I speak. I know it will drive some of you crazy. Trust me, it drives me crazy hearing it other people too. But I'm this flustered, I'm gonna sound bad. She is the stupidest person in the entire movie. Like, she doesn't act like a person with a brain. Your daughter is out there. You know what the danger is. You know what the 5 minutes is that you need. Why don't you tell her? Why are you... She's asking, what's wrong, Mom? You have 5 minutes? Like what, bitch? What? Come on. Dude! The people don't act like that in real life, and if they do, they need to get slapped upside their head. If that was my mom, I'd have been like, okay, dude, what's going on? I would still pick up my mom, because if she's hyperventilating like that, I'd be like, okay, something's seriously wrong. Let me just listen to her. But there's more than enough time. Maybe you should let your daughter know what the urgency is, because my thing would have been like, why can't you call a freaking hospital, Mom? I'm gonna dial 911 for you. Still at the office? I'm gonna dial 911 because there's no way right now that I'm gonna make it to you in 5 fucking minutes.
5 minutes, Mom. I'm gonna have to break a few laws.
Holy shit, she is a horrible actress. She's a beautiful lady. I'm sure she's a nice woman. But she's a horrible actress. If you're the director and you want someone to act like they're nervous, don't tell them to do this. And if they're doing that, be like, sit down. Go, you know what? I got a roofie right here for you. Smoke a hashish. Just chill. Chill for a second, and then try to act like you're nervous. That would work a little bit better. But this, like, she's over-dramatized being nervous to the point where it's highly annoying. Watching her scene in this movie was the most annoying part of this experience for me, because honestly, for an Asylum movie, it wasn't really as bad as the others. I actually enjoyed it for the most part. Maybe it's because I was doing a whole bunch of other stuff, but, you know, I wasn't really paying that close attention. But for some reason, seeing her on screen was like, dude, really? The daughter? Loved her performance. The daughter acted like she was scared, but she didn't make you feel as though, oh wow, she's acting like she's scared, and it's kind of cringe.
5 minutes, don't stop for anyone or anything.
Awesome.
Yo, dude, that would have been my response too. Want me to risk my life coming to pick you up? You need to tell me why and what the hell is going on. And her mom knew.
We have to get out of town.
What about work? Where's Dad?
He's gonna meet us at Grandma's house.
In Tennessee? Out there? This must be bad.
So far, old ginger lady here has not told her daughter what's going on. To that, she responds by saying this. Jesus, I feel like Keemstar whenever I say that phrase. Did you catch that? No, neither did I, because she said nothing. You're driving. Why can't you tell your daughter what's going on? Really, bro? Really?
Really?
Anyways, moving forward. Remember Mr. Player Boy who was like, let us do our jobs? Yeah, well, he's dead. Or at least the last they heard of him, he was dying and getting poisoned by the gas from his machine. This is after he got hit by one of the monsters because he had a delayed response. Good. It's amazing how these people are on their way to try and retrieve the pilot. They're on their way to try and save him, but they waste so much goddamn time, it makes me want to pull my ears off of my face.
I didn't know they made them that big.
Get to his robot, and they take so much time to first of all get out. This man is dying. Look how slow everyone's getting out of the goddamn SUV. Like, oh, leisurely stroll, let's just, you know, pretend nothing is happening, and let's just stop here and explain what we're gonna do instead of actually doing it.
Air coming out of his cockpit. That's the oxygen supply.
How do we fix it?
These robots, they're equipped with TAC units, just like spacecraft.
Keep in mind that there's a man inside that robot right now, suffocating and dying, and these people all know that. They know that. They know that he is dying. He even let them know, I can't breathe. George Floyd, I cannot breathe. Except this man really could not breathe. He was literally breathing in gas. His oxygen is being belted out through the side of his robot. They acknowledge that, but everyone just strolls in like there's no urgency. Fuck!
The impact from the tank probably knocked out the filtration, right? So we have to seal the valve. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to salvage the ECU and get the,
Oh, but it gets better. When they're inside, nobody has any tools on them, and there's supposed to be tools in the robot, but they can't get him out of his seatbelt. They're all suffocating in there. He's suffocating. He's basically, like, on his last leg. And instead of cutting his seatbelt and dragging him out, this is what they all do.
Hang in there, baby.
Look at me in the eye.
Come on now.
Look at me. Come on. I don't have a pulse. I gotta go.
What are you doing? Hang on, buddy. Hang on. Hang on. Don't you give up. We got.
Come on, man.
What are you doing?
Seriously, this was about how much stupid I could take before I started to zone out. Of course, none of this would have happened if it weren't for lag. And the rest of the adventure just involves them learning more about the monster and running from those spider-looking alien things. Still a better movie than Pacific Rim Uprising. If you guys want to check it out, right now, you can either buy it or rent it on YouTube, or you could just go and yab it away from the link that I have in the description where someone already uploaded the whole thing. If it no longer works for you and you're watching this in the future, that's not my fault. Anyways, it was a fun adventure. My head hurts. It's not the worst experience that I've had. It was actually pretty cool. It looks like they actually put a single bit more passion into this movie than other Asylum movies that I've seen. So it wasn't really horrible. It wasn't horrible. And I absolutely love the Russo guy and the daughter. Everybody else was just like either really terrible or okay with the acting. CGI wasn't the worst. Nothing compares to The Incredible Bulk or to Velocipaster. Both movies, or I wouldn't call them movies, but, you know, experiences. We've already done reviews on that on this channel, so if you guys want to go ahead and check out those reviews, or if you just want to see other stuff that we've done, go ahead and check out our playlist. It's going to be at the end of this video right about now. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Ultiori. You ask, we answer.